All right, today we are going to crack the code on those huge numbers you see everywhere. You know the ones. We're going to take all that confusion and turn it into total clarity.
I mean, have you ever felt like big numbers are just a completely different language? You see them in the news, on social media, a million of this, a billion of that, and if you've ever just kind of scratched your head trying to figure out what that actually means, trust me, you are not alone. It can seriously feel like you're trying to read a foreign language without a dictionary.
And you know what? There's a really good reason for it. It's like we all have this built-in big number blind spot. Our brains just aren't naturally wired to really feel the difference between a million and a billion. But here's the good news. Today, we're going to fix that. And we're going to do it with one super simple, really powerful pattern.
I mean, think about it. They're everywhere, right? In the news, social media, finance, you can't escape them. But what do they really mean? The goal here isn't just to read the numbers. It's to actually feel the scale they're talking about. And that's exactly what we're going to figure out how to do right now. So where do we even start? We're going to tackle the first big hurdle, the million. And honestly, this is the best part. Once you get this one, I promise, everything else just clicks. It all comes down to one simple pattern that unlocks the whole thing. Okay, first rule, forget trying to memorize a bunch of zeros. That's just painful, and it doesn't work. The real secret, think of it like you're building with Legos. Seriously, you just start with one small, simple piece that you already know, and you build up from there.
And our very first Lego block, our foundation, is a number we all get, 1,000. It's just a 1, a comma, and 3 zeros. Super simple, right? This is our starting point.
All right, now for the magic trick. Let's say you have $1,000. Now, imagine you make 1,000 separate piles, and each of those piles has $1,000 in it. I know, it's a lot of piles, but just picture it. So what happens when you scoop all 1,000 of those piles together? Boom! You get $1 million. That's all it is. A million is just 1,000 thousands. See? When you think about it that way, this huge abstract number suddenly becomes something real, something you can almost picture. You literally just built a million. And check this out. There's a clue hidden right there in the number itself. Look at the commas. They're like little road signs. That first comma you hit, that's the 1,000 spot. And that second comma, yep, that's your signpost for million. Okay, so once you've got the million down, you're pretty much all the way there. The next steps are, well, they're surprisingly easy. We're just going to use that exact same pattern to go even bigger. So what about a billion? Don't overthink it. It's the exact same logic. A billion is just 1,000 millions. You take that million we just built and you picture 1,000 of those. That's it. And look, you can see the pattern right there in the number. We just add another comma and another set of 3 zeros. The first comma is for thousands, the second for millions, and that brand new third one, that's our billboard for billions.
All right, so I bet you can guess what's next. What's a trillion? Yep, it's 1,000 billions. You totally get it now. See how simple that is? It's that predictable, and honestly, that's what makes it so powerful. And there it is, 1 trillion. Another comma, another 3 zeros. The pattern is perfect. Thousands, millions, billions, trillions. Each step up is just 1,000 times bigger than the one before it.
So yeah, this chart really lays it all out. You can call it the rule of 3 zeros or whatever you want. The point is, every time you jump to the next big name, from million to billion to trillion, you just tack on another comma and another 3 zeros. It's a system, not just a bunch of random numbers you have to memorize. Okay, so now you know the pattern. Big deal, right? Well, yeah, it is a big deal, because now we get to turn that knowledge into an actual skill. Think of it like a new superpower for making sense of the world. So, let's try it out. Now, there's a fancy term for this. It's called quantitative reasoning. I know, sounds kind of academic, but all it really means is using numbers to figure out stuff in the real world. That's it. It's just applying what we just learned.
Okay, check out this real-world example. Let's say a popular video gets 2 million views every single day. The question is, how many views will it have after 1,000 days? A little while ago, that might have seemed like a tricky math problem, but now you have the key.
So the math here is actually super straightforward. It's just 2 million views times 1,000 days. And since you know what 1,000 times millions gets you, you can probably already see the answer, can't you? And there it is, 2 billion views. 1,000 groups of 2 million equals 2 billion.
And the cool part isn't just that you can do the math, it's that you can look at that huge number and instantly know what it is. That's the power of knowing the pattern.
All right, so let's really nail this down. If you only take away one single thing from our little chat today, I want it to be this.
The big takeaway is this. Understanding these huge numbers has nothing to do with memorizing a ton of zeros. The entire secret is just spotting that one simple repeating pattern. 1,000 to the last thing gets you to the next thing. That's it. 1,000 thousands, that's a million. 1,000 millions, a billion. 1,000 billions, a trillion. That is the whole shebang right there.
So, from now on, when you see a headline about some multi-billion-dollar budget or a company that's worth trillions, it won't just be a jumble of words and numbers anymore. You'll get it. You'll understand the scale. You've got the key now. So the only real question left is, what are you going to understand differently?